check the Bill Maher story. This was so embarrassing for this guy. Like, David Cross, oh my God. I saw this, and I wanted to show you guys about how embarrassing this is. Have you seen any reporting about the activists in D.C. Training jurors? Purposeful jury nullification is one of the new weapons being prepared. Well, what they tried to do, see, this is the strategy that they try to do, is they try to occupy the justice system and then constantly defer to the outcomes of the justice system, right? So they're like, okay, well, we're going to cheat this system, and you have to follow the system. Okay, well, I think I see where this is going, right? And so, yeah, it's embarrassing. It's so fucking embarrassing. I skipped the JRE episodes with LA artists. Yeah, is that David Cross? Yeah, bro, like, it's been a long time since Arrested Development, bro. Like, he probably still bald, though. Yeah, that's why he's wearing a hat. And anyway, let me go back. I'm gonna look at this here. It's just so fucking embarrassing.
You need to be checked. People need to be checked.
I think they'll be...
including your little girl.
Okay.
She needs to be checked. I don't know what...
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that little bitch with her black friends and trans friends. And not even understanding. She doesn't know.
Wait, she has trans friends in 3rd grade?
Yeah.
Trans friends in 3rd grade. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Very normal. Who doesn't?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, they know they're trans in 3rd grade.
Okay.
I knew one of her friends. I knew when he was a girl.
How old?
I think just turned 9.
Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with them? What the fuck are they doing? Oh my God.
And
just turned 9.
And is just the coolest kid. I don't, I think they're
Boy
gonna
to
be
girl, girl to boy?
Girl to boy.
Girl to boy, okay.
And she has another very close friend who's not in this school, but who's boy to girl at 3.
But girl to boy,
3 years old, they're trans? You have a trans 3-year-old?
And she has another very close friend who's not in this school, but who's boy to girl at 3. At 3 years old.
Oh my God. This is jail the parents. Yeah, we have to really, like, I mean, this is, I mean, at what point is this not child abuse? Really, how is this not just straight up child abuse? Oh my God. Unironic spawn camping? Yeah, I know. I don't understand how... Why are we putting up with this? Why do we put up with this for even a second? This is crazy. Like, and here's the issue with... Well, let me finish the clip, and then I'll go on a big talk about it.
There's
multiple clips about this. This is, like, just so embarrassing for him.
I mean, I knew somebody who said to me, actually more than one person who said to me, a woman said, I was what they called a tomboy. If I was
they were trans.
Alive now and acted the way I did then, that's what they would have done to me.
Well, nobody's doing this to her.
She's 9. The other one was 3. What do you mean nobody's doing that to her? Are you telling me that 9-year-olds 3-year-olds can consent? Of course not. So then somebody's doing it. They're children. Oh my God.
I don't know. I mean,
literally, nobody is doing this to her.
How old?
She is, or he is, either 8 or, I think 9.
Okay, then somebody is doing something, because 8 or 9.
Thank God. Thank you, bro. Like, yes, exactly. 8 and 9-year-olds don't come to this conclusion. This was somebody that was groomed. Yes, exactly. Then somebody's doing it. Oh my, duh.
9-year-olds can't.
No, you know what they're doing?
Can't do anything on their own.
No, they can't.
they're buying them boys' clothes.
That doesn't make you trans. This is what's so funny about this, is that buying somebody and wearing a man's clothes doesn't make you a man. If I dress up in a like a giraffe onesie, that doesn't make me a giraffe. Like, this is just common fucking sense. I don't even understand how, like, what the fuck is wrong with these retards? What is wrong with these retards? Like, this is insane.
Well, then they're doing something. They're doing.
Yeah. Sure, yes, you're right. They're buying them boys' clothes.
Yes, they're buying them boy clothes. And
telling them you're a boy now.
Yes, bro. Oh my God. These people, as I said, these people are the absolute fucking worst. They are so bad, and they are all like this. And you wore a dress before and you're still a guy? I know. And Mulan wasn't trans. No, Mulan was not trans. And they can fly too. Base for calling it out. Yes, more people. And I think that we are not even remotely as vitriolic and aggressive against these people as we should be. These people are sick freaks that are trying to indoctrinate children into gender ideology that don't even know what puberty is. You're talking about a trans 3-year-old? He needs to get locked up. You're talking about a trans 9-year-old? He needs to get locked up. What are we doing here? Like, the amount of hostility and anger and resentment and, most importantly, consequences for these people, like, this is what you should be getting CPS. Like, I would say, like, this is what I would do. If you are transing your kids and they're, like, before puberty, I would say CPS should take your fucking kids away from you. They should. This is sick. It's absolutely fucking sick that you have people doing this. Oh my God, CPS removed the kids. Yes, exactly. Like, what are we doing even allowing this to happen? Really, like, this is insane. CPS is ideologically captured? Well, then just fire them. Like, it's easy. Doctors need to be charged? Yes, doctors need to be charged. Parents need to be charged. Accomplices need to be charged. Anybody who's participating in this deliberate perversion and freak problem with children like this, there has to be accountability for it. There has to be accountability. Like, you can't let this you can't simply win this issue. You have to completely grind this issue into dust. Nothing left after you're done with this. This is absolute fucking insanity. It is the most pedophilic, perverted, perverse, sick, weird, like, indoctrination that I don't even know what you, like, I don't know. I don't have any more adjectives to use, right? It's just very bad. We totally need to destroy this. This doesn't seem like a social experiment. I don't care if it's bad. You can't experiment on kids. Federal law needs to be implemented. Yes, exactly. If there's disagreement with the parents, the one pushing for transing their kids should get more years in jail. Well, the one that's pushing that's not for it. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, it's complicated. Where the fuck are the doctors getting genitals for 3 and 9-year-olds? I think that it's like clay, right? I mean, it's just like, Jesus Christ. Like, I don't want to talk about, like, I mean, I think that the way they do it is that they take the existing tissue and they change the way that it looks. That's basically it. It's like changing clay from, like, one thing to another, right? I mean, like, that's, I think, what happens. Like, I'm not a big expert on this. I think that's what it is. You don't want to know? Yeah.
No, they're not telling them. They're just agreeing with. They're like going.
Well, they're
okay,
agreeing
honey.
with an 8-year-old because when
that's
is their
right.
Yeah, they're agreeing. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're an 8-year-old. You're right.
When has their judgment ever been off? At 8.
Yes. Exactly. Fucking exactly. Oh my God. So yeah. Oh yeah. Of course they're agreeing with an 8-year-old. What does that mean to you?
No, you knew
okay.
you weren't gay.
Is this Tobias? It's Tobias. And what we've just learned is that Tobias wasn't a character. He's been a method actor for Tobias his entire life. Jesus Christ.
right?
It's
not different.
It's obviously different because so whenever you're 8 or you're 5, you probably don't have any surety of your sexuality. Now, there are people who can look back on it and say, yeah, sure, that's the way that I felt, but you probably don't have the same solidification of it that you do whenever you're a kid. And also, if it's so defined as a child, then why are so many people that are molested as children turning into the molesters and the people that have these other issues, gender issues anyway? Why is this happening? Well, it's because it's not completely defined. Like, in my opinion, I think sexuality is both it is a product of nature and nurture. So I think that somebody's sexuality is pretty much predetermined, but it can be shifted and changed if they are introduced to anything that's very weird or problematic whenever they're kids. Like, I think a great example of this is like, how many people that are like furries, they said like, oh, well, I always thought Lola Bunny was really hot because I watched Space Jam. It's like, if you didn't have that, how many of them would still be furries? I think a smaller number of them. I think that a lot of these sexual perversions and, sexual inclinations that people have are, it's like, it's the metaphor I've used. Where's the, I don't know if I can find it still. The picture of the tree, right? It's the tree that, effectively you have the tree growing in this way, you shift the way the tree grows, and now things are totally different. So this is it. And tell me Lola isn't hot. I don't think, look, guys, having to talk about this is so brain dead. How low have we fallen to talk about this madness? I know. It's just sick.
It's different.
No, it isn't.
It's okay. Good luck with President Vance. Because,
right.
As I always say to my woke friends, we voted for the same person. You're just why she lost.
I love him, bro. You're totally right. You're completely fucking right. And the thing is that I will never vote for a candidate that can't take a complete and obvious and one-dimensional stance on trans pre-puberty kids. It's really that simple. Like, this is just never going to happen. It's sick. Absolutely sick.
And this is a case of that.
Wait, what?
We voted for the same person.
Right.
You're just why she lost. Because America hears this, and they're going to go, Bill's right. 8-year-olds can't really make decisions on their own like this. That's what most people are going to say. And
that's right. Yep. Got him. Yep. It's true.
This is where the Democrats are, with David Cross living in Brooklyn, with Mandami Loving, and this is why we're going to vote for J.D. Vance, and that's.
He is completely right. You are absolutely, completely, 100% accurate.
I don't think that's America in a nutshell.
I don't.
Doesn't mean I don't love you.
I don't. No. This sick mind can't comprehend it. Yeah, he's too stupid to understand. Well, again, it's not about this. Let me see if I can find. Oh God, this guy seems like a real idiot, and I wish I were as confident with Bill that we'll choose JD over this. I mean, again, I think that what will happen is that all of this talk of like, oh, let's pick another, let's vote for a Democrat person. The moment that a Democrat person starts talking about how many genders there are, the moment they start talking about like, any other of their weird DEI stuff, I think that a lot of that is probably going to go away really fast. And obviously it would be. To be honest, I wouldn't vote for them because of immigration too. Well, yeah, but like, I mean, the difference is that immigration is a theoretical issue. Like, people might perceive, oh yeah, when I was growing up, there weren't as many, Mexicans here or Asian people or Indians here. But like, it's not something that you are like, it's not a biological reality that every single individual person intrinsically understands like with something like trans, for example. Like, I think that that's the difference, is that everybody knows what a man and a woman is. There are a lot of people who are insulated from, immigration. And that's the reason why that level of identity politics is so effective. It's because the barrier to entry to that is literally nothing. You don't need to be an expert to understand what a man and a woman is. Everybody gets this. We all understand this. So it's way different than having a 3-year-old trans. Yeah, and I think this is the big difference too, is that I think that these people are throwing the baby out with the bathwater, where they're saying that, okay, well, you're going to have a trans 3-year-old. Okay, well, that's way too far. And a lot of people are just going to be anti-trans, period, after that, because of how deranged that is. It's insane. So I just want competence again. Damn, I don't know. A 3-year-old trans. Yeah, bro, like, that's a CPS situation. Like, this is another thing too, is that we should be using CPS to like go against these people. I think that they are, like, this is what I think is happening. I think that basically, like, why do we see this culture of like trans kids? I think that we see a culture of trans kids because you have a lot of adults that see a social cachet of having a trans kid, and then they want to have that. They talk about it as it's always a positive thing. The kid hears only positive things about being trans, and then the kid, in order to get positive attention from the parents, says that they're trans in order for the parent to, like, treat them better or to be nicer to them, right? I think that's generally what happens. And I think it's also for attention. I think that's the reason why it's happening with more celebrity parents, is that, like, parents are, and by the way, this is like overwhelmingly, I think, moms doing it to kids than dads. Like, you have people like this, but like, I think it's like a 90-10 issue, right? A 10-1 issue, where it's overwhelmingly women that are doing this, but it's not relevant. I mean, anybody doing it should be in trouble. And so what happens, I think, with celebrity parents is that the being trans, I think, would probably, like, it's a new social vector that now, like, now it makes you more interesting to your parent who is a famous celebrity, right? And I think that's kind of the reason why you see this happen so much. There's a proud trend of women trying to turn their boys gay. Well, yeah, of course they are. It's because, and again, like, all of this stuff, what is this stuff? It is fundamentally grooming. It is malicious, deliberate grooming of children. Like, we're not talking about, again, a 15-year-old. We're not talking about a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old. Like, 15, 16, 17, like, it's an open conversation. At that point, you've got a better idea of what your sexuality is. 16 in a lot of places is, like, an adult. I mean, again, like, I'm not saying that we should do that here, but I think that, like, even if you think that, 16 is still too young, you have to understand that, there is a huge difference between even 6 or 15, right? Like, 15, 8, and 3 are all on the spectrum of bad, but holy shit, is 8 and 3 a lot worse. Holy shit, that is way worse. Oh my God, right? And so anyway, under 25 is a kid. I think that, as you get older, I think you have opinions like that. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, what is this here? I can pull another one up.
Well, I said democratic socialist.
I know, but I know what a democratic socialist is. That's Mandami, who's a straight up communist.
No, he's not.
Okay,
no, he's not.
Okay, he has someone working.
Bill.
Yeah,
all right.
He is, first of all. He has someone working for him named Sia Weaver.
Okay.
Have you read about her?
I have not.
See, that means you're in a bubble.
Okay.
Because you...
He's right. That bitch is crazy. Absolutely fucking nuts.
Should have.
Okay,
so let me tell you who she is. She's
edify
like,
me.
She's like one of his top lieutenants. She's his big issue was the rent's too high. She's the head of, like, we're going to fix...
Well, the rent's too high because of white people. This is a very important component, right? It's not like the rent's just too high as a result of some sort of bullshit. It's because of white people.
This is like what got him elected. He has not disavowed her, and I could show you all her tweets that she's put out over the last few years in quotes.
Yes.
And one of them is, elect more communists.
That's right.
I don't think you have to read between the lines if somebody he stands with and by is saying, and also her other quotes are like, all home ownership is racist.
There it is.
Well, that's
Even
ridiculous.
Exactly.
So then why do you hire her? Why'd that happen?
Yes, I have an issue with that thing that she said. I don't know this woman. I will definitely look her up. I'm a fan of Mamdani's. I'm a fan of
Of what? Of what? What is the thing that you like? Oh my God! I'll see if there's any more of these here. And Charlie Kirk. Okay, one more.
But like the rank and file Republican I don't think is a racist.
Yeah.
I think you can get them into positions that look racist, but I don't think in their bones they're like what the race kind of what I grew up with. Like a racist was somebody who didn't want to shake a black person's hand.
Yes, I don't think that's a thing.
Well, then what do you think?
But I think there is. I mean, I know there is because they say as much. There's a feeling, a sense that. I mean, like Charlie Kirk.
So true. So yeah, you know what? Exactly, man.
Stuff that
Right.
Women and black people and black women especially are just not. I'm not being an asshole, guys. I'm just saying they don't have the mental, you know.
There was a little more. I read that when he died.
They don't have the mental capacity to be taken seriously, but let me listen to an 8-year-old about what their gender is. Oh, jeez, guys. I think I see a problem here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what? What the heck? What the fuck? Doesn't make sense.
They, of course, lots of places put his greatest hits of worst hit. Of worst thing.
Yeah.
And then somebody else printed something, and this is what always happens with the media, like I never trust it because you never get the full story, where like each one was put in with the full context. It was never quite as bad as they said.
Well, context is everything, right?
It is. I'm just saying it was easy to pull from his quote bed and find stuff that I certainly don't agree with, even in the context. But it wasn't quite what it wasn't quite what you were saying there.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it wasn't exactly. No, exactly. And so dances around it. It's crazy. Does this guy say anything of? Oh my God. Okay, Jesus, this is so embarrassing for him.
He just said something. It was almost like a Freudian slip. Not Freudian slip, but fuck. I shouldn't say anything.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ. Does this guy have anything to say at all? This is embarrassing. It's like, just next time, Bill, just bring a random retarded homeless person and put them on the show, and you're gonna have a more interesting. Basically, we agreed with an 8-year-old about their gender. Didn't you know you weren't gay?
I think I know what you're getting at. It's like the Trump administration are not people who care about saying the quiet part out loud.
No.
Right. In fact, it's their superpower in some ways. It's like,
well, the thing is that the problem is that you should be able to say the quiet part out loud, because when you're not able to tell the truth. That's the problem. It's like what I said earlier with gun violence. So if you want to reduce gun violence, you should increase the penalties for the people that commit crimes, because overwhelmingly the people that commit gun violence are people that have already committed crimes. But you don't want to do that. Like,
that's what makes MAGA fans go, finally, somebody said it, somebody's got the balls.
People don't want to live in a state of cognitive dissonance. People don't want to be told, people don't want to live in the emperor's new clothes. They don't want to be told the sky is green. They don't want to be told that up is down, left is right, men are women, women are men, and you can choose. People do not want to have to go along with a constant bombardment of having to repeat slogans and phrases that they know are a lie. Everybody knows this is bullshit. We all know this. And so, yes, whenever people finally say, yeah, that's actually what's going on, everybody is thinking to themselves, thank God, finally somebody's saying it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, I mean,
What has Trump been right on?
well, I think he was
Immigration.
right to attack Iran.
Oh, I highly disagree.
Yeah, I know. I figured
What do
you
you mean?
would.
Why?
Because I do think of you as like sort of that, like down the line liberal, like down the line.
I mean, in some ways, I'm definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm politically more Democrat socialist. I believe.
See, socialist. Again, I think you're plainly then you're to the left of me if you even say you're a socialist.
Jesus Christ. What a fucking idiot. Oh my God. This guy, like, I had no idea how much of a fucking moron this guy is. I don't even, this is insane how embarrassing this is. It's like it's a walking stereotype. I know. It's so fucking pathetic. I can't even believe this. Wow.